Well, look, Jim, I think this is a really difficult decision for him. He's a big talent, that's for sure. And we told you earlier on Sky Sports News today that he's about to sign a new 5-year contract with Bayern Munich. We expect him to sign that on his 18th birthday in 10 days' time. So he's got an awful lot going on. But whilst that sorts out his club future, it doesn't sort out his international future. And he is the epitome of what you'd call a dual national. Let me talk you through it. He was born in Germany and lived there until the age of 7. He then moved over to England, where he came through the Chelsea Academy, stayed in England for 9 years until the age of 16, but then moved back to Germany and went to the Bayern Munich Academy. That was in July 2019, and he's continued his development there. His mother's German, his father is British-Nigerian, so you can see he's absolutely torn when it comes to this. And you're quite right, he's come through England's junior teams. He's played for the under-15s, 16s, 17s, and he's won 2 caps with England's under-21s. And so England want to keep him. It's as simple as that. And Gareth Southgate and Adi Boothroyd and John McDermott, the new technical director, have had discussions about this kid, and they've told him and reminded him of the pathway coming through the England setup that's happened for the likes of Phil Foden and Mason Mount and Jude Bellingham, and saying that can happen to you as well. But Joachim Low, the Germany manager, has also said that he wants to call him up for the Germany squad. Listen to what Low said last month. "I think he knows one way or another that I want to nominate him. The ball's in his court. It's his decision." And he has played football for Germany's under-17s as well. So it's a really complicated one. But what I've learned today is that we fully expect Germany to offer him a senior call-up next month for the first time, whereas England will still stick with their call-up for the under-21s. That's because the 21s, from England's perspective, are starting their Euros finals, so big competitive games, and there wouldn't be many matches between next summer's Euros where Musiala could make his England senior debut. So Southgate's taking a pragmatic view here. And I think it's important to point out that the FA try to tread very gently when it comes to these matters. They appreciate it's a very sensitive decision for these young players to make. They've had to deal with it already, haven't they? And you look at the likes of Declan Rice, Jack Grealish and Wilfried Zaha, who've come through the ranks and chosen one way or another. One of the crucial points I just want to mention is that FIFA changed the rules on this back in September at their Congress. And so a player is allowed to play up to 3 competitive games for a nation, so long as they're under 21 still, and then change allegiance. So before, as soon as you played a competitive game, that was the country you had to stick with. That's now changed. You can play 3 competitive matches for a senior country and then still switch your allegiance if you're under the age of 21. So that's why this is a difficult situation for England. They don't need to rush to get Musiala an England cap, because he could still change his mind and go to play for Germany after that. So we expect him to be offered call-ups by both nations at different levels next month. What Musiala decides, whether it's Germany or England, could be a key pointer into his international future.